As another year ends, I'd like to take a moment to reflect on the year that was and consider the challenges that children and young people faced. But most of all, I'd like to say thank you for your support to Childfund and to the children that we support. In February, children and families in the Ukraine had their world turned upside down. In the onslaught of war, almost 7 million people were forced to flee into neighbouring countries. This ripped children out of school and increased their risk of harm, with thousands being killed and injured. Childfund Australia worked with our alliance partners so that children and young people could access education, health and protection services while living in refugee centres. Looking to Afghanistan, children and young people are facing extreme hunger. Decades of conflict, gender inequality, drought and economic instability has led to a crippling food crisis for children and their families. Alliance member WeWorld is responding to this food crisis. In both these cases, we know that the real work is still to come in the recovery. We want to see children back in schools, to see them safe and healthy and reconnected with their families. While this year was full of crisis, we had many successes. We were the principal charity partner for the 2021 Rugby Women's World Cup, played in New Zealand in 2022, and funds raised enabled us to support life skills for girls in the Pacific. We expanded our online flagship program, Swipe Safe, into the Solomon Islands to keep more young people safe online. Children in Myanmar continued to have a difficult year. COVID-19 and political instability meant many children were slow to return to classrooms. We worked with local partners to run outdoor classrooms, and youth volunteers continued to distribute hygiene supplies so families could stay safe from COVID-19. Childfund spent much of the year forging strong relationships with local partners and youth volunteers. We see these partnerships as a vital mechanism to achieving outcomes that are sustainable for children and young people living in these communities. Despite the challenges that children and young people have faced this year, I am in awe and humbled by their resilience and their ability to adapt to the ever-changing situation. From all of us here at Childfund, we'd like to wish you and your loved ones a safe holiday season, and for those of you who celebrate, a Merry Christmas. With you by our side, we are confident that we can impact the education, well-being and lives of vulnerable children and young people in 2023.